pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out. Out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Mike 55. Mike 55. Go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Let's get off the field. Check it.
Now Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Third down, here's Haskins. Able to find Harris, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Chargers.
So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Here's Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 18-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. On first down, it's Haskins. Again has it complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check 26, check 26. Kill.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Check.
Greystone, travel.
He's coming. We got double up. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, you block over here.
4 down. Watch 12. Watch.
Hey, Delta.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Watch 399.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And some space here. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Ready. Check 50 bucks. Come on. Here we go. Check.
This is Mostert. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Let's get that 0 off the board. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. No. Hatchet. Joker. Check the backer. Kill.
Now Joe Mixon, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike 51. Man, that's
26. Go.
51.
On first down, Rodgers. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground is Michel. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Drake. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Tight right. Solo out there, check down.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back north.
3 down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Going on the ground, it's White. And he's got room. 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams. 83 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go!
Their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
My 55, my 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Check 37. Check 37.
X3. X3. Check 99. Check 99.
Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
He finds his running back, Mixon. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going to throw again. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right here, guys. 51.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Rodgers to throw once more. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 39. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
51 to Mike. Inside.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
That's it, baby.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Alert 16! Alert 16!
Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. On first down, Mixon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Back to Mixon on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
Check, butt set. Motion man, watch 12, watch 12. Pick me up. Yeah.
Hey, check 26. Hey, zoom. Look at this.
Rodgers again now. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they try the right side here. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. Hey, bravo! Whip. Watch the whip. Plant. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go right back to White here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
31 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Rodgers now on first down. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Tate's got it. And now off off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Auden Tate, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And it's third down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
First down, Chargers.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with White. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, it's White. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Johnson's got it complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
to the B to the bird, man. Got right off on the curb like I'm big. Chains on and a diamond dancer. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold. There with the hands, thought he could